good to be home. Change of plans from this morning. They're not evacuating us to Long Pine Key. By the way, that's the Cove Resource Center. We're going straight back to Flamingo. So, Sunday morning drive. Oh, 15 mile an hour zone. We got to slow her down a little bit. And as I tell these nice people, you can't slow this down on a dime. You got to kind of coast in. So hang on. I hear the gate is closed. So now you guys get to see the gate. Hang on, speed bump. Very quietly check out that sign. You can freeze the video. Alright. Let's go home. Let's see if I can adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Now we're looking good. Egret. There is an egret. Number one, first of all, absolute gratitude. I went to a place that was absolutely beautiful. Egret. Egret. I went to a place absolutely beautiful and the people were lovely. And that place rocks. So if anybody's watching this, Southern Comfort RV Resort, absolutely fantastic. $71 a night, can't beat it. That's a little expensive for an RV resort. What you get is more important than the price. You get the pool, you get the tiki bar, you get nice people, it's safe, it's isolated from the city. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay. Number two, gratitude. This place wasn't hit real hard. So many other people got hit real hard. We didn't. And I'm grateful. Hey, check this out. The guy's got a boat. Oh, they're casting and luring right off the bridge. Nice for them. I'm grateful the damage wasn't worse. So instead of going to Long Pine, which I hear there's only 5 hookups and there was only 5 of us, we're gonna go to right back home. And we are going to go right back to spot number 9. And we are gonna hook up. And once everything is on the good and groovy, okay, at that point, I'm going to put on the big hat. I already got the big boots on. I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to look at my boss and say, my hands are empty, give me something to do. I hear there's a lot of cleanup. Fine. I'll take an extra leave, I don't care. I am happy to be back, though. The Sawgrass Prairie. Look at the sky this morning. Isn't it beautiful? And for those of you who are passionate queso devotees, Probably the best road dog ever. Alright, so we just passed Royal Palm. I can see the mahogany in the distance. I'm looking at the cabbage palm and the cypress. This is, again, what we call an ecocline. 2 or more ecologies blended together. Cypress trees from the north, cabbage palms from the subtropics, standing side by side. Man, this place is fun. Oh, we got another egret. You see her? There she goes. Way off in the distance, you guys are looking at, again, the mahogany. We've taken this ride before. By the way, thank you, all of you who are watching this, and all of you those are sharing this with others. For some reason, everybody really likes these driving videos, and I kind of admit I like driving. So, but you know, I had some good teachers: Dennis, Rusty, Russ from RV or TV. All these people do driving videos. They really inspired me to do this. All right, more cypress, big cypress, cabbage palms. There's a coconut in there somewhere, I'm sure. Right, Keisha? I think you guys already know what this sign says. We've done this trip enough, right? Read the bottom. Read the bottom and subtract a mile. Whenever you see the word Flamingo, subtract a mile. It's a mile from me to work. Well, 3/4 of a mile if I walk, but a mile if on the highway. All I can say is I am grateful. I'm grateful for people who are watching this. I'm grateful for Queso. I'm grateful for the Carrie Ellen. I'm grateful to have a job that I'm not hurting anybody. Whoop, what we got? American Crow? Yep. I'm grateful. And I hope that you who are listening and watching this, no matter when it is or where it is, can find that simple gratitude as well. Purple Martins. Oh, there you go. Have that simple gratitude as well. Man, it is so nice to see fluffy clouds and blue sky after all the rain and storm we had to deal with. Man. Pine trees. Palm trees, pine trees, palm trees, pine trees. This place is mixed up and backwards. Probably why I fit in here. Palm trees, pine trees, cypress trees, palm trees. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. That tree with the no nuts in it, or no leaves but the nuts in it, that was a mahogany. One of the largest stands of natural mahogany on the North American continent is, I don't know, about 3 miles away. Let's see what we got here. You've taken this ride with me before. What does it say? That's the Pineland exit and Flamingo 32 2 miles, so 31 miles for me. Palm trees, cypress trees, poison sumac, palm trees, cypress trees. Oddly enough, I haven't seen any snakes yet. That's a little weird, but okay. That's culverts. I hear there's good fishing in that little spot. Cyclids. I hear the cyclids come right up to the edge of the water. So I'm going to have to test that one day. So we are in the real cypress forest right now. Cabbage palms on both sides. You see it, the cypress trees all mixed in. Oh, there's a strangler fig. Look at the sun coming out. Look at the blue skies. We got it, big guy. Another American crow. At that cutoff. Remember I talked about the cutoffs? There's one right there. It's just a cutoff. There's nothing really to see here. You know, the trees are so heavy on this, but it's a cutoff. And so you just stop, I guess. And personally, I think that's places that go potty, but that's just me. Ooh, the water's a little high in the marshy areas where the sawgrass is. All right, all right. You know what that means, guys? Mosquitoes. We left a lot of water right in the sawgrass, which is beautiful, absolutely necessary. That water will disappear. It will be fine. Those plants are going to drink it up. But the birds are gone. The flowers are here, but the birds are gone. Not a lot of damage. Have you guys noticed that? There's not a lot of damage. Man. Gratitude. We got lucky down here in Flamingo. I'll find out when I get home, man. We'll see what the Florida Bay did to everything, but so far, no. Situation normal. That's the signboard right there for the hydrogeologics. Right there. Where we are. Okay, we're at the Cypress Forest now. They're all over. The big trees you see would look like pine trees. They're not pine trees, they're cypress trees. Alright, that's Culver Dam to that side. I'm not going down there today. We're going to work. Let's see. Here's another signboard. Oh, there's an egret. Okay. That signboard on the side talks about the sawgrass prairie. You guys are looking at it right now. This is what Marjorie Stoneman Douglas wrote about. This is it. Let's get past these trees. I'll turn it. That. Oh, egret. That is the river of grass. Oh, and by the way, 7 to 7. You saw the signboard. No fees, no anything else, but I don't know if you're going to be able to put the boats in the water. I have no idea. Oh, here come the birds again. All right. That's making me feel better. That's the way it's supposed to be. Keep your eyes real sharp. Look at the egrets on the side of the road right there. Those are great egrets, by the way. Oh, there's another one by the sign. How you doing, big guy? You all right? Hanging tough? All right. Here it is, the sign that makes everybody laugh. Rock Reef Pass, elevation 3 feet. There's another egret hitting the trees. Purple martin or cave sparrow, I couldn't see it. This is the Dwarf Cypress Forest. See how the trees got real tiny all of a sudden? Oh, wow. Poor bird. Another egret. I had a bird just smack the windshield. Not uncommon around here. What do we got here? A baby crate. That's fine. You hear that? Oh, I love that motor. Right, big guy? You like the motors. Now, that is a raven based on its size. No, I apologize. That's a turkey boat. Because we do have American crows and we have common raven. The ravens hang around with each other. They mate for life. You know, where the American crows don't. Oh my God! It's traffic jam. Hang on. All right, we're starting to see more dragonflies here. Okay, I know what that means. Standing water mosquitoes. Mosquito eggs can, like, 3 or 4 days and they're ready to roll. I mean, they are just nasty. And then where I was, no bugs. This is a Pakioki, which is blocked off. And it says Flamingo, 25 miles. Apparently you can't go to Pakioki today. Now the Pakioki Trail takes, if you walk it, it takes about an hour. I've done it. Maybe less, maybe more. Depends how fast you walk. But there is a little observation tower over there, and it is really nice, and you can get up and look around. Now, if you like observation towers, Shark Valley is your place to go. Hi, Jim. And Jim, the Dogman Chronicles, tune into him. He worked over at Shark Valley. That observation tower is massive. Good news, it's huge. And you walk right up it and you can see for like 2 miles in every direction. Bad news, brutalist architecture. To the point of they were taping planks to the concrete while it was wet. And then pulling the planks off so that the concrete had that natural look. I hate brutalist architecture. I worked in a building that was done. It was an IMPay knockoff. I hate it. Now, if it was just a simple concrete structure, I could get in on it. This was done intentionally. It looks like a UFO. Look it up. Shark Valley. Everglades National Park. Traffic jam. Oh, that guy's got a canoe. Ooh, fancy, right? For those of who don't know, because I learned about a month ago, GHEENOE. These things are custom-made canoes with a motor on them and fishing platforms, and they $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. You can drop a lot of coin into that, but they look really cool, and they can go places that your boat can't, which makes a lot of sense. All right, what am I looking at here? Crows, Dwarf Cypress Forest, 4-foot elevation. I might get a nosebleed. Hang on. What do we got here? Oh, it's a standard Sunday crowd. lot of cyclists love this road because it's straight, it's flat, and nobody bugs you. So we see cyclists all the time. They'll start at, I don't know, slightly above the park, and they'll come down that 30, 40 miles up and back. So they're doing 100 miles a day or so, which is cool, if that's your thing. Where I came from, they would do that, but they would clog the road. And the problem was that, the side roads were just one-way, 2 one-way lanes, and there's 25, 30 guys on a bike, and you're just trying to go get gas, and nobody's moving. These guys, at least if they see it coming, they move to the side of the road. Oh well. Alright, we got another biker. Is this a biker or a hiker? We gotta find out. Let's get a little closer. By the way, Dwarf Cypress Forest on your left and your right. Great egret on your right, and there she goes. Oh, we got some bikers. Alright. It's a 21-minute video. I might take you all the way in. Who knows? Dwarf Cypress Forest, looking a little wet. Good. Bad for mosquitoes like we talked about. What do we got here? Crows. Oh, wow. Everything's blocked off. Oh my god, that's flooded. We're gonna get there, Queso. You're fine. So again, if you look way in the back, that's the mahoganies, the big trees in the back of the mahoganies. Right in front of you, the dwarf cypress. Dwarf cypress are cool because you know what? They actually lose all their needles. And then they get bald, and then they come back again. Cabbage palms, both sides. Remember we saw the cabbage palms that were cut down around this area before, and they rolled them off right near the dwarf cypress? Well, there you go. A lot of water near the road on the left side. Ooh. So what's our next stop, guys? Where are we going? You just passed. Oh, what's that? Whoa, sorry. What's that? Squirrel. Oh, it's an ahinga. Alright. Yeah, it's an ahinga. Cool. Alright. More dragonflies. So where are we going? We passed the Pakioki, which means the next stop is... Okay, so you want to tell them? The next stop should be one of the palms. Or Mahogany Hammock, right? A lot of water. Oh my god, a lot of water on the left side. It's a marsh over there. I can't wait to see what Christian Point looks like. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the water has leveled up Christian Point to the where the roseate spoonbills will be over there. And there was a report, somebody actually did see a flamingo 2 days ago. Dwarf Cypress Forest on your right and left, some cabbage palms, baby coconut, and more bikers. This is normal for a Sunday. This is not abnormal. Another cutoff. Not abnormal. This is very normal. These guys start at like 6 in the morning and they head all the way down and then they come all the way back. Or they stay in a couple of places and then they just ride back and forth. Very normal. And that's, again, because everything is so flat. Temperature is about, it's got to be 80, if anything. Humidity is, 50, 60, so we're not complaining. Heavy marshland on the left and on the right. This is the river of grass. Great egrets sitting up in the trees. What's above me? Shin-shouldered hawk? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, now notice that the cypress are getting big again, right? I wonder what changed. You want a hint? It's in the water. Oh, cool, here we are, Mahogany Hammock, which is open. Flamingo 18, they put the Kubotas out there. Oh, look at that. Look at the sky. This is positively gorgeous. Look at the water. Man, the other naturalist behind me, he's going to be driving as slow as I am. It's got to happen. This is amazing. Across the road. Look it. That is a great blue heron, and I never get tired of looking at them. Okay, so should we do the whole video right into the maintenance road? What do you think? This will probably be the longest video we've ever done if we do that. Again, look at the trees. They changed again. Now there's little islands, little trees, little pine trees, little cypress trees, a palm thrown in, and suddenly big trees. Wow. Water on the left-hand side, I don't think I've ever seen it that high. And I'm sure it receded. It was probably laying on the road for a while. Egret, there you go. Boy, that's high over there. Hang on. When I went to the Circle K to get gas, I bought myself a lemon lime seltzer as a treat to go home. Holy. All right, heavy water. We got some crows. see what it is. Wow, that water is higher than I've ever seen it in that area. Well, it means that it's going to do something right. This is nature. Hang on a second, citizens. Hang on. This is a porous pond. Hang on. Everybody good today? All right. All right. I think we made it through. Queso is enjoying the sunshine on his face today. All right, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at cabbage palm. We're looking at royal palm. We're looking at cypress. I don't know what that caduceus tree is. I'm going too slow to, I'd have to really slow down to take a look. There's a couple of these. Oh, God. They look like juniper, but they're bigger. I'm going to have to look that up. And they're on the left. You guys can see the big clouds coming around. But if Paroides Pond is closed, that means there's some flooding. That's for sure. Paroides Pond is not a very big pond at all. Keep your eyes on the right-hand side, not the left. Did you see that? Oh, another great blue heron. God, I love them. And a fourth. Oh no, that was just a great heron. Sorry, not a blue. Probably a brown. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen on the Florida Bay. I did not check the tide tables, so I don't know what's happening. However, I also don't know what we have to clean up. I did hear, knock on polyester, that the gas pumps I talked about that weren't working the other day should be working now, which means we can move boats, we can pressure wash, we can do whatever it takes to do what we need to do, because we were down to one jerry can on last Sunday or Monday. All right, this is Rowdy Bend. Flamingo's there, 9 Mile Pond's over there, Rowdy Bend is behind it. Oh, 9 Mile doesn't look too bad. It's hard to see. You gotta kind of shoot in and take a look. A little bit of water on the road. Yeah, it's not bad. Now, those dead trees, those guys, we've talked about these guys before. Both sides of the rig. Those dead trees are Hurricane Irma. Okay, this was before I got here. So what happened was there was a storm surge, mainly of mostly fresh water, but a little bit of salt in that, in 2017. And what happened was the storm surge was about, from where I am, about 12 feet. Christian Point, it was 14 feet, they tell me. And that water sat there for so long, like a week, and the trees drowned. And so that's why there's all those dead trees all over the place. But again, I'm still excited to see. Oh, another great blue. Oh, I can't go too fast. I'm excited to see what Christian Point's going to look like, because I'm hoping that the roseate spoonbills, that's a tricolor, the roseate spoonbills will be there in force, and I can just walk out of the RV, just maybe a quarter of a mile from the Carrie Ellen, and just sit there and just stare at them. They're so pretty. They're huge and pretty. Dead trees again. This is not from this storm. These are previous storms. But you can see if there's dead trees flying around, the storm surge must have been very high here. The fresh water rose up and the trees drowned. Sign to read. Noble Hammock, which is Noble Hammock is a weird mix of plants. Some are dead, some are alive, some are cypress, some are subtropical. It's just kind of weird. Fun to walk around, but that's it. And then, of course, we are at the turnoff for Hell's Bay, right there. Hell's Bay is canoeing. There's no reason to be in Hell's Bay unless you have a canoe or a kayak. It's a very small inlet, and it's kind of like Coot Bay Pond. There's a picnic table there, and then there's an area to get in the water, and that's it. Unless you have a real reason to be there, it's not a place to walk around. Roikus Pond, Mrazek Pond, 9 Mile Pond, at least 9 Mile Pond has a trail you can walk around a little bit and have some fun. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Queso. What's going on here? Let's slow down a little bit. Hey, that was my company. That was my 250. No wonder they were waving at me. If they're operating the 250, they're probably going up the Long Pine Cape. My company has Flamingo, and they have a place at 9 Mile Pond for kayaks and canoes, and then they have the campground at Long Pine Cape. So they run back and forth. I'm very glad they didn't make me the campground manager at Long Pine Cape. There's only, like I said, 5 spots, I think, to plug in, and I'd have to take one of them. And then I would never be the naturalist again. Who wants to do that? I don't want to be an administrator anymore. I want to go play on the boat. All right, what are we looking at? We are looking at cocoa palms, cabbage palms. We're looking at kudzu, which I can't believe is here. We are looking at those big trees on the left side, or I don't remember their name. They're related to an orange tree, of all things in the world. What are we looking at, Queso? I got somebody following me. Could be my company. Watch out there. What's in front of us? Read the sign. West Lake, my favorite place. I love Westlake. Flamingo's 6 miles away. Oh, Westlake is beautiful. It is a biologist's dream over at Westlake. It is amazing. If you are ever down here, that's a place to stop. Mahogany Hammock, Westlake, and the Yahinga Trail. Those are my absolute favorites. You know what? This is probably the longest video I've ever made, ever. And guess what? I think we're going to keep rolling, Queso. You want to bring them in? I don't think you guys have ever seen the authorized U.S. government land to keep out that I get to drive into. So let's do it. All right? What do you think, Queso? Do it or don't do it? Queso says do it. So we're going to do it. It's going to be the longest video we've ever done. Okay. Again, I don't know who's behind me. I think it's my company van. Obviously, they're not crazy to pass me. I'm in a passing area. And I'm not moving at the speed limit. I'm moving below the speed limit because I drive like grandma. Trees. Look at the trees. They're all over the place. A very weird mix of tropical and subtropical. This is what they call an ecocline. We talked about this before. What's going on here? Where are we? This is Rowdy Bend. I told you we're at the backside of Rowdy Bend. No, it's Snakebite? Oh, it's a Snakebite. Which is flooded and closed. So don't go to Snakebite today. But, I'm starting to smell the sulfur. The hydrogen sulfide. If we're at Snakebite, you know what happens now, right? Whew. Oh, that is tight. Oof. That means there's a lot of water somewhere behind me or aside of me. Holy moly. Hydrogen sulfide, most important smell you can smell. It is when the bacteria under the ground or under the water actually are digesting and decomposing things, and they discharge sulfur instead of oxygen or carbon dioxide. And what they do is that mixes with the hydrogen in the water, and it creates hydrogen sulfide. It smells like a rotten egg or a, that smell is incredibly important because that means that nutrients are going back into the ecosystem. Things are working right. The system is going proper. Because if you don't smell that, bad things are going to happen. It means that the entire ecosystem, well, they call it a life web now. The entire life web is breaking down, and we don't want to have that happen. Oh, butterfly. All right, where are we? I know what the sign says before you get there. That's Mrazek Pond, which is great. There's a little cut off both sides. Mrazek Pond is pretty. It's a little high, but there's nothing really going on there. You can fish. You can have a picnic. There's no tables, but it's nice. It's a nice place. Mrazek Pond is good for families with small children because you can pull over and then you got an eye on them. Coot Bay Pond, which is flooded. Oh my God, all the way up to the picnic tables in the road. Holy moly. That also means, whoop, snowy egret. That also means that speed limit that says 55 and I'm going a little under 50. If I see Coupe Pond, it means I got to take my foot off the pedal a little bit. Because that is Christian Point. It also means we're almost back. By the way, that's the sign for Christian Point. That's the other end of Rowdy Bend, right? Christian Point is over here. All those dead trees. A lot of water. Holy moly. Hooey. I don't see the roseate spoonbills though. I do see the dead trees, which means it's time for me to slow down. Oh, birds. We got lots of birds. We got lots of birds. Wow. Great egret, snowy egret, all over. Oh my God. Christian Point is higher than I've ever seen it in 7 months. So I'm a baby here. So please forgive me. I see Bertha. That means we're almost home. Bertha is the repeater tower. Wow. Wow. Christian Point full of muddy water. Holy. That means only one of two things is going to happen. Mosquitoes or lots of birds. I hope and lots of birds. Alright guys, we are almost there. Thank you for hanging in for this video for so long. Debris on the road either. They said there was debris. That sign right there. That's the one. When I see that sign says reduce speed ahead, that means I am heading home. There's the sign for Christian Point, and right there. Oh, the truck behind me is U.S. government. U.S. government. It's true, Queso. So what you're looking at on the left is the back end of Christian Point. There's a snowy, and on the right is just big lumps of trees. That tower you see in front of you on the left, that is Bertha. Bertha is a repeater tower for all of our cell and everything else. Isla Morta is the nearest 25-mile solid tower. Yeah, I just realized I've never taken you this part. You might have seen me walking a little bit, but you've never driven in. U.S. government truck is a little close. All right, right side. Maintenance road to our maintenance bay. Left side, that big building is the water treatment plant. Right side, Flamingo Boat Shop and National Park Service lands. Left side is Bertha. Hang on. Move. All right. Don't cry. Oh my. That's a lot of debris. All right. Let's back it on up. Yeah, in front of you is the Florida Bay. All right. Yes, Queso. We're backing the stack plate stuff up. Pardon me while I don't talk to anybody for a minute because I'm in the middle of... They moved my blocks, so... I think I can do this. Everything all right?
I'll help you.
No, I'm good, man. I just got to come back and forth one more time.
What?
So I said come back and forth one more time.
Okay, I was just going to make sure you don't get too close.
Please do. Help me. I gotta straighten it out. Hang on. All right. How good are we? A little bit. And there you go. Thanks, boss.
No problem. You're good. Just call for a ride.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay. All right.
All right, see ya. And that's how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we're home. Catch you later.